In this video, I am going to show you how to prepare potting mixer for a house plant. Potting mixer for the house plant should be well draining, porous, fertile, and it should be rich. Hello friends, welcome to HR Garden. While preparing the potting mixture for a house plant, we need to keep in mind that this potting mixture should provide all the necessary nutrients required by the plants for a long time, as we don't change the potting mixture of house plant frequently. And that potting mixture should contain the necessary moisture required by the plant. Keeping all this thing in mind, so today I'm going to demonstrate how do I prepare a potting soil mixture for my house plant. So friend, watch till the end. This video is going to be very interesting and informative. So let's start. How do I prepare the potting soil mixer for my house plant? Here I have taken 25% of garden soil. In this two pot there are garden soil, and 25% of vermicompost. In this two pot I have vermicompost. Now 25% of leaf mold I have taken. Now 25% of sand and perlite combined together. Friends, if you don't have perlite, you can use whole 25% of sand. I have perlite, so I am using perlite. Now if you don't have leaf mold, you can use leaf compost. It's very hard to find leaf mold or leaf compost. If you don't have leaf mold or leaf compost together, you can use 40 to 50% of vermicompost in that case. So leaf mold is better. If you don't have, you don't need to take leaf mold, you can take whole compost in place of leaf mold also. So other than this, I am taking out here, this is neem cake powder. Now next important thing is fungicide. So I'm using trichoderma. If you don't have trichoderma, you can use any fungicide whichever is available with you. Now I'm going to mix them together. So I have already added this garden soil out here in this container. So you can see my garden soil. Now I'm going to add vermicompost out here. So there are two pots of vermicompost. Now I have taken 8-inch pot, different ingredients out here. So out of that you can see there are two pots of leaf mold, so two pots of vermicompost, two pots of garden soil, one pot of perlite, and in one pot I have sand. So now I am adding this perlite. As I said, if you don't have perlite, you don't need to add perlite, you can take whole 25% of sand. Now next I am adding sand out here. So I've collected this sand from the construction site. So this sand should be river sand, and make sure that it is properly washed river sand. Now next I am adding neem cake powder. This is very important ingredient out here. Friends, now you might be thinking how much neem cake powder we need to add. So for 1 8-inch pot, I use 1 handful of neem cake powder. Now next is fungicide. Now how much fungicide to add? So I am adding 1 spoon of fungicide for 1 8-inch pot. So since there are 8 pots, I am going to add 8 spoon of fungicide out here. And as I told you, you can use any fungicide. Now I'm going to mix them properly. Container was small, so it was becoming difficult for me to mix them. So I have taken all these ingredients on the floor. So I'm going to mix them properly. So as you can see how well draining this potting soil has become. Now next thing I'm adding is seaweed granule. Now this contains all the nutrients required by the plants, so I'm going to use this. So now the quantity that I'm going to use it for 1 8-inch pot, I will take 8 granules of seaweed extract. Now this is very important. So if you don't have seaweed, you can use Excel also. You can make this powder in a mixer grinder and use Excel also. For 1 8-inch pot, 2 spoon of Excel you can take. If you don't have Excel also, you can use bone meal also, but use powder bone meal, because in other one there is a chance that it may get attacked by a fungus. Usually the best one is the seaweed granules for the house plant. Now after mixing them properly, I can feel that it has become very light, well draining, porous, and at the same time it contains all the nutrients required by the house plant. In this way, I prepared the potting soil mixer for the house plant and store it, and whenever I have to repot or transplant my house plant, I use this potting soil mixer. Friends, this is it for today. Take care of yourself. Keep gardening. Like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching HR Garden.